I am playing music intro now. Oh. It'd be a shame if YouTube took this down. I swear to God. Like once I put it up. All right. It's another. Yeah. This is your boy Kicking It with Timmy B. We got Mac Miller playing in the background. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take me down. I got a special guest here, but yo, I just want to say what a blessing it is to be here today with this man. It's going to be a good one, I promise. Woo! They wasn't ready, son. Hold up. What a blessing it is to be here today. Oh my God. We're good on the ones and twos. We're good on the visuals. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. I appreciate everyone being here today, tonight, tomorrow, whatever time of day it is. I appreciate you guys. What a journey it has been. I have a special guest here. I'm just going to get right into it. I got some shout outs and sponsors, but we're going to get right into this guy. I got my special guest, Richie G here, man. Dude, what a pleasure it is to have him here. He's been such an influential person in my life, man. The journeys that we have taken together has been something else to cherish and to retell to the people that don't know that side of me and have never experienced that part of my life. And man, like this dude, like he was there. We're jumping off freaking like there was some kind of ramp that had the railroad tracks in your freaking dude. Anyway, yo, what a blessing it is. This dude's a father, man. He's a hard worker. He's an American patriot, bro. I went to high school like with him, man. He is definitely a asset to my team. And like I'm gonna say it again, I wouldn't be here like without his guidance. So welcome, Richie G. What's up, my man? What's up, my man?
What's up?
Not much, bro. Like, not much. I said through all that freaking, like I want to get into this, bro, because the sponsors and stuff, man. Like, I'll give my shout outs like at the end, bro. How are you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm here. Talking with you. We had a little mini catch up before we start diving into this, and man, I mean, shit, it's good to see you, and
absolutely, good to see you too.
I miss having you in my apartment, like
coming through, going to concerts and stuff. Yo, just chilling, bro.
And that was the times, man. But life, crazy enough, takes us in different paths, and yet, I mean, for all crazy possibilities, you're within a few thousand miles of me. I mean, all places we could have landed, man. That's not far off from each other.
No.
And, especially a friendship spanning over a decade.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's insane. I mean, and I appreciate all the kind words and everything that you said. But yeah, man, it's great to be here. Great to be doing this with you on your YouTube and your podcast. I'm super excited. And if you all saw, that was my cat that just kind of popped in for a brief second.
Yeah. Yo, we're animal friendly like around here, so they're always welcome, bro.
Absolutely.
My man, freaking yo, so I did see your cats. Now you only have 2 of them, just real quick. Like you only have 2 cats, right?
Yes, I have 2 cats.
Oh my
They're both black cats. I have a male and a female,
Uh-huh.
and the one that you briefly saw that you'll be seeing in and out is Kitty. There he is, right there.
Kitty.
That's Kitty.
Kitty.
He's the big one, and then the other one that you can't see, but she's over to my left in her cat tower like a little princess, is Missy.
Mm-hmm.
She is the antisocial one.
Aw.
We probably won't see her, but you will see Kitty, and he'll probably become a camera whore in a little while.
Aw. Bet. Yo, bet. Freaking yo. Then that being the case, I want to let you know I'm gonna get a cat at some point, man. I always wanted a cat, but that'll be for like another time. Freaking that's cool though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gwen and Becca and all my cat lovers out there because they love
No,
it.
I mean, that cat fam all the way.
Oh
Like,
my god. Yeah. Yo, what's just real quick because I want to get this out of the way. What how's the past few years been for you, man? Because I'm sure that you've definitely seen some stuff throughout the past few years, just going through life, man. Like, dude, man, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, what's up with that?
man, the past few years for me, I mean, let's just roll within the past 3 years. And we'll just start right there.
Please do.
I have experienced a lot of changes. You know, in the last 3 years, I became a father. I've experienced some hardships in that area. I've grown as a person. I've grown spiritually. I've shaken hands with death. Sorry, not with death, but with death. I had a very near-death experience right before my first ever Father's Day. You know, so I've been through and I've seen some. You know, I've experienced hurricanes and floods and all types of stuff that, you know, us northern boys were really not used to.
Absolutely not, for sure.
You know, and it's been wild, man. You know, I mean, I was here for Hurricane Harvey and everything else, and you know, when we were doing our pre-interview stuff, the leasing office just slipped me a thing about hurricane preparedness, like making sure we got food and stuff like that. So I mean, you know, the past 3 years, man, it's been wild, and you know, I'm no longer in an industry that I started in that had me for 8 years. You know, there's just been a lot of growing, a lot of change, and it's been a blessing. You know, no matter what you believe in or how you take that, blessings are blessings, and that's what these last few years have been. And through all the trials and everything else, it's been a blessing.
Absolutely, man. The trials and tribulations is what makes us who we are today, man. For real. Wow,
It is. Man. And you know, it's sometimes it gets hard to hold your head up high, but you know, for anybody going through anything, you know, that's listening to this, man, just keep holding your head up as high as you can every day that you can. You know, it will get better eventually. There's no timeline on it, but you know, keep your head up as much as you can, and it will get easier, will get better eventually at some point. I promise you that.
Absolutely. Yo, we definitely have to have some hope out here, especially during these times. Troubling times. You need to have some kind of hope to hold on to get you through, because it's not always going to be rough, but the way it's looking is definitely looking a bit questionable for the 40 million people out there without the jobs and stuff like that. It's crazy out here now. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Just real quick, freaking so what are you doing nowadays during all of this? How are you able to navigate this? Or excuse me, what are you doing nowadays during all of this? That's what I really want to know. And I'm sure the fans want to have some kind of other perspective of what's going on the other side of the globe.
On the other side of the table, I guess, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been working through the pandemic since it broke out. I've
Hmm.
been, very fortunate to be able to say that. I know a lot of people haven't. Um, and there for a little while, it was kind of scary. You don't know where these things are going. And I'm standing. I was working in the oil field at the time. I was working on mud motors. So for everybody that
Wow.
that's been in the oil field,
Yeah.
I I know your struggles. I know what that's like.
I know a
I
couple of people.
left,
Yeah.
I left on
Yeah.
my own
Wow.
because oil went negative. So
Wow.
my heart especially goes out to them and to those that kept their jobs, man. Like, congratulations, you guys are, you're still doing your thing. And,
Yeah.
I know it's hard. And, but I left oil, anyway, like I said,
I do remember you telling me about that. Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I left oil and, now I'm actually in water as a matter of fact.
And that's going nowhere. So yes. Oh, dude.
Yeah, and it's actually really cool because the company that I work for is actually involved in a project right now,
Okay.
Mexico City, and they are going to be providing clean water to Mexico City for the first time in ever. Like, we are providing the city with clean drinking water that will be able to run through people's taps and bath
Wow.
and everything that they've never had access to. Like, we literally just finished this project this week, and
Wow.
it's going to be installed in Mexico City like within the next few months.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
wild, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So for people that, are worried about the world's water crisis, which is a thing, there are people out there doing something about it. And I happen to work for a good startup company that's doing it. So we'll see how that keeps playing out, but that's what I've been doing. And for everybody that unfortunately had to not work and had to experience a lot of this economic difficulties, my heart goes out to you. And
Absolutely.
I really hope that, especially here in Texas, because our bars are closed again and everything else,
Oh man.
my heart and everything, goes out to these bartenders and these servers that are working, they're getting their capacities cut and everything
Yep.
else.
Yep.
It's a shame. I can't say much else on it, without
Yeah.
not knowing
Like,
what I'm talking
yeah.
about. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I do what I can, and I hate that we're not able to, as a society, just take
Come
this
together.
seriously
Hmm.
and do what we should. And this is unfortunately going to be the reality, and we're going to possibly face second lockdowns again.
Yeah. If not, if we're not already doing it now, that's crazy.
I mean, Houston's mayor is pushing for that. They're pushing for another lockdown for at least 2 weeks.
Oh my God, man. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting so wild out here. Yo, that being the case, so I'm very thankful that you've been able to be able to stay afloat during all this, man. So my thing is, um, where do you where do you see all this going? Just real quick, just what we're dealing with now, especially for the end of this year, or excuse me, how about this? Give me an end of summer plan. What do you think it is going to be solved to through all this lockdowns and the pandemics and wearing the masks, and give me a summer plan. And then at the end of this, I'll ask you for like an end of the year, and then we'll
All
go from
right. So, I mean, what I think personally is that we just need to, I mean, summer is pretty much over. right?
Yeah.
We just got out of lockdown. You know, some of us have, some of us haven't, or you know, we're kind of forced into shelter from rioting and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm just stating as it is. And you know, we're trying to figure this out. This summer thing, everyone feels that they have to go out and they have to do these things and they have to, you know, be out of the house to go to the beach and do this and do that. Really, is it really worth it? Because now you're just going to keep spreading this disease, which I understand that, yes, you know, you do have to have contact with a disease to, you know, kind of, you know, get used to it. And I understand that. But we all have grandparents. We all have
Yep.
old relatives and things like that.
Yep.
Why are you going out to, you know, these big places and these water places where how this virus is being transmitted? Like why are you going to these places, you know, where there's large groups of people? And why aren't these businesses enforcing this? And why are people acting out of hand whenever they're saying, you know, hey, in order to come in you have to put a mask on?
Yeah.
You know, is it really that big of a deal? And I feel like I'm deflecting here, but and I don't feel like deflecting is the right word. I'm just
No,
getting
Melly, you're good.
um
Speak on it, bro.
but you know, I mean, if we don't do anything about this right now, like if we just don't just shut the fuck up about putting a mask on for, you know, the 20 minutes or the 45 minutes that you walk into Target,
Mm-hmm.
is it really that much of an inconvenience? You know,
I try to put that mask on, go into the store, and then hurry up and get out as fast as possible.
yeah, you know, or if you really don't want to put a mask on that bad, why don't
Mhm.
you order fucking curbside pickup or delivery for your groceries? Why are
Yeah.
you going out to these places? You know, I mean, it's not that it's that we respect your personal decision,
Mm-hmm.
but you still are putting other people's lives in danger, and
Yeah.
that's what I don't agree with. You know,
Yeah.
you're putting lives in danger, and if it doesn't continue end of summer, you know, the next couple of weeks, they will start to threaten a lockdown again, because now that this is an pneumonia type disease and we're
Yeah.
rolling into cold and flu season, which if you get the flu, then you're very susceptible to get pneumonia, which means you'll probably get this COVID-19.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means, guess what? The spread rate is going to be faster. So I would just say get used to wearing the masks. I
Yeah.
hate to say it, get used to wearing the mask, because and to push this into your final answer,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to wear masks for quite a while right now. It's just the way
That's
that,
what it looks like.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if they get to where they can develop a vaccine, or they say that, oh, hey, we have the cure for this, it's still
Mm-hmm.
going to take 1 to 2 years for this vaccine to come out. You know, so we're still going to be battling with this for at least another 1 to 2 years. I
Yeah.
would get used to wearing the mask. You know, get something that's comfortable. If you wear, you know, glasses and they're fogging up your glasses, then
You got to find a way around it.
I
You got to
mean,
find.
I
Yeah.
I deal with it. You know, I find a
Same.
way,
Same
and
here.
it's not an inconvenience for me. It just looks, you know, like a creepy horror movie sometimes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. And just imagine, like, that's how everybody is, like, everybody's wearing these masks now. So now we're all kind of on this like division kind of living, like, right now, besides the
Yeah,
dark zone and all that. but
yeah.
but just wearing the mask. But yeah. Oh, dude.
I mean, it's just it's basic. I mean, it's basic health stuff. I mean, if
Yeah.
and you know, I mean, you can look and see people that wear these masks all the time. You know, I mean, anybody that's in construction, or you know, they have to wear some type of respirator, face mask type deal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you do this for a living for, you know, 12, 16 hours a day. People can't put it on for 5 minutes. Doctors wear these surgical face masks
Yep.
for you know, however long their operations take, which I can only imagine the ungodly amount of hours on some of these
Mm-hmm.
operations. And
Yeah.
they're wearing the same mask. A
Yeah.
lot of times they're wearing the same mask. At
See,
least
my thing is,
that's
how is there going to be enough for all of us to sustain this living mass? It's just, I
yeah,
find it so wild, and we have these stockpiles too.
yeah.
So wild, so
I
wild,
mean,
man.
it is what
I
it
go
is.
ahead. Yeah, yeah,
You know, I mean, I just get used to these masks, and you know,
yeah,
get your ones that are reusable, rewashable. That's that's all it
yeah.
comes down to.
Yo, how's everything with your daughter? Or how is that? I'm sure now being a parent during all this, how does that change for you?
Well, I mean, I'm very concerned about her, but I don't know how she is.
Okay.
I haven't seen her since her first birthday.
Yo, man, freaking I know that has to be very hard for you, and I definitely I could definitely feel for you, man. You're doing a lot right now, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So uh, that being the case, I know that you're doing whatever that you can to help, man, and that's all that matters, right?
I mean, I'm doing everything that I can, and you know, there's a lot that can be said, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
some may feel should be said, but um, you know, for any mom or any dad that goes through this type of situation,
mm-hmm.
you know, there's resources out there that I'm finding out, and you know, don't be afraid to use these type of resources and protect your what is yours legally in your child's life, and that's goes out more to my fathers out there than
Mm-hmm.
anything. And I don't mean that in a sexist way. I'm sorry, but states are conditionally mother states. If anything happens, the mother is straight away sole guardian. She gets full custody, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So for my fathers out there, don't be afraid to use the resources. There's a lot out there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if there's any fathers out there that, you know, after listening to this are going through something and are struggling and, you know, just want to chat, you know, talk about it. But, you know, I know how hard it can be for some people to go months without seeing their kid. You know, and
Yep.
I'm sure that there's people that have gone even longer than I have, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, we don't really talk about that type of stuff because we're dudes, we're men. We don't show our emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we keep it hidden. But I mean, you know, we have emotions too. Like, you know, that's another thing
Absolutely.
that
And we're
I want.
human beings, brother. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we're dudes. You know, like
I'm a
we can
dude.
talk about
He's
some
a
shit.
dude.
You
Wrong.
know, we mask a lot of shit through pain and everything else. But you know,
Absolutely.
you got to have that shoulder to lean on as you have been and as I have been for you. You know, you just need to have that solid rock. And you know, sometimes it's nice just to have a third opinion too. You know, someone who's way outside the bubble that doesn't know shit and can give you honest, true information.
Absolutely.
That's,
100%.
you know, that's what it's all about. And you know, it's kind of sad to see male mental health being made into memes, and that's all that it is.
I swear to God it is. And
It,
hopefully it branches out of that at some point. But
I mean, hopefully, you
ho-
know,
it's,
but let's
like
make,
we'll keep clowning on it. Yeah.
you know, let's make male depression a real fucking topic for people to talk about.
Depression is serious, man, in general, bro. That's definitely that mental health stuff. That's a
And
serious thing going on now.
it is, and you know, I mean, for me personally, I got on medication for my depression,
Hmm.
and it helps a lot. So you know, guys, girls, whatever, if you think you're going through depression, go to your doctor, go get checked out.
Or
If
talk to somebody. Yeah,
they put
absolutely.
you on medication, they will. And, don't be afraid of it to get you into the right mindset, and, talk to your doctor about, possibly coming off of it in a year whenever you start feeling better. That is a possibility. That is something that's okay to do. That's something that me and my doctor talked about. Um, but get your mind straight. When you get your mind straight, when your house is in order, everything else follows through. And that's the big thing. Get your mind straight. Get in control of your depression. Don't let your depression control you.
Dude, 100%. Because that stuff is it's like a boa constrictor. As soon as it gets you, man, it is slowly. It can either slowly or it can fastly tighten, and you lose sight of everything
Yeah.
if it gets a hold of you. Oh man.
You go down a dark rabbit hole that you just look around one day and you're kind of like, wait, how did I get this low? That's when everything starts to, either you really start sinking lower because you're so depressed that you get even more depressed, and you really hit, your rock bottom. And when you realize what's going on, that's when you need to start reaching out for help. And, even beforehand, just talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, talk to your doctor, go, to a therapist or a psychologist if you can. If not, just, try writing and things like that. There's ways to cope with your depression and your anxiety if you're unfortunate enough to not have health coverage, which is absolutely garbage, or if your health plan doesn't cover mental health,
Yep.
which is garbage. But
Yes. Yep.
because mental health is a made up disease. But
Oh man. Yeah. No, I totally feel you. And they that's why I say people don't take it serious, because they think it's some made up illness, but that is for sure something like real. You could see it, you could feel it. And there's not enough studies on it, and there's not enough money going towards helping those people going towards or excuse me, experiencing these things. It's so crazy, man. And I'm glad that we brought that up, because that's a big thing that has to be going on now with a lot of people. Sure, there's a lot of divorces, there's a lot of breakups, there's a lot of domestic disputes, there's a lot of violence against children, um, or vice versa. Yeah, abuse, freaking. And I did definitely see something about like a very high suicide rate or something like that now, because people, of the loss of jobs, the financial disparity that's going on. A lot of people are definitely feeling it here.
and that's one thing. If you have lost your job recently, you know, I'm on Indeed, on the regular, just always
Getting
looking.
on there. Yep.
You know, it may not be a lot of money, but there are remote work from home jobs if you have a laptop and an internet connection that you can stream a video on. There's some remote from home jobs that may be paying $10 an hour, but
It's better than nothing.
and
Yeah.
it gets you a video interaction with humans. If you can't find anything, but at least it's money coming in. And suicide and all this abuse and everything is awful. It's not the answer, and
Mm-hmm.
that's
Definitely not.
no matter what. And R.I.P. to Mac Miller
Yes.
and
Yes.
suicide and that intro. But there's always someone out there that's willing to help. And
Yep.
please call the prevention hotline if you're feeling down. If you feel no one wants to talk to you, none of your friends do, call that prevention number and get help, at least to some extent, because your life is worth living. I promise.
Absolutely. It's not worth seeing seeing that post or seeing your little thing on the newspaper and or reading about it or hearing about it because from somebody else that so and so passed away because of uh what they did, and they, you know, no one reached out, or they didn't, you know, try to reach out, um you know, to somebody to get help. You know what I mean? You got to get help. That's what I need to work on a little bit more. I'm trying to live by my words here, but you know, everybody has to take it step by step and at their own pace. But sometimes you might just need that boost or that push from something or somebody to get you, hopefully not in the negative way, to get you to get the help that you need. Real
Yeah.
talk, man.
It,
And yeah,
it,
go ahead.
you know, supports everything, you know, and you know, I'm thankful I have that type of support in my household now. You know,
Absolutely.
I
Congrats, my man.
thank you. You know, she's excellent. You know, she definitely showed me that it's okay to get help and to be on medication and everything. So, you know, it was a really nice way to get my footing. And you know, once I did that and the medication started to help, you know, I realized, man, I was not who I wanted to be. You know, I wasn't the same Richie G that you would have known from high school. You know, I was a
Back in the
completely
day.
different person. And now that I got that straight, you know, I feel like myself again.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
and that's the biggest thing is to be able to feel like yourself again. It is worth the medication. And I know some people want to go holistic and everything else,
Yeah.
but you gotta unfortunately bite
But
the
you got
bullet.
to try.
Yeah,
Man.
you gotta try it. And if it doesn't work, then you know it
Yeah.
doesn't work. But there's different options out there. You know, if it's really affecting your life, you need to get control of it and at least try the medicine, you know, that the doctors prescribe, and just give it a go, just once, just try it, see if it works. If it doesn't, if you go through one bottle, you know, which is a month, and it doesn't do anything for you in a month, okay, at least you tried, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's better than, excuse me, not trying to at all or making any movement towards bettering yourself or help repair that part of you that is hurting, man. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people taking their lives now, man. It's very either that or they're hurting somebody because they won't go out and and get help. So this is like it's a big public service announcement from your boy. If you got something going on like that, man, please go out and go get some help. Don't go out and do something negative. Make
And
something positive out of that. Get some help, man.
if you need help, I mean, shit, anybody listening, reach out to one of us. If you don't want to fucking, you know, reach out to anybody else, you know,
Absolutely.
we'll be more than happy to talk. I mean, you know, we'll put you in contact if you don't know the number or whatever, you know, we'll talk, you know, I'll talk about it. Shit. Start a little conversation. That's how everything gets spread.
Absolutely. Yo, man, this is uh this is already going well. I love it. I love it. Let's get into music real quick because that is
Yeah.
the majority. That's like a big thing of how we connect as like best friends, man, as brothers, man. I
Yeah.
dude, music like with you definitely shaped me. But yeah,
Yeah,
like hit
you're
me with it, bro. Hit me
my
with
brother for sure. But
it.
matter of fact, in my in the background right now, I got my Spotify on and I got AC/DC paused in the background. Uh,
Yeah.
so huge shout out
Shout out to ACDC.
uh, don't ever listen to our podcast or this podcast, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to AC/DC. Um, but you know that's it. But yeah, man, music, man, I've come on a musical journey, man.
Yeah,
I
for
went
sure.
I went to my first rap show. Went to go
Lit.
see I went to go see Logic in
Nice.
Orlando.
Shout out to Logic, bro.
Oh, dude, shout out to that man. I'm so excited. But you know, it was my first rap show. Got to see him. It was an awesome performance.
Very cool.
You know, but my music taste, it's just been growing and going. And you know, I've been jamming. What I've been jamming lately? I was jamming Lamb of God's new
Lamb
album.
of God.
Yeah,
I haven't heard it, but
it's
yeah. All right. I'll check it out. Like, yeah.
yeah. As soon as this podcast is over, it better be fucking blaring on your speakers.
For sure. For sure.
They got some bangers on there. You know, I've also been listening to a few other people. Echo, Mercules.
Mercules.
That's named to him. You know, it's just I've kind of been listening to a little bit of everything, and you know, I've been paying attention to these guys and seeing what they're doing on Instagram and how they're moving through, and you know,
Instagram is popping, boy. Ooh, the Grammy pop.
for these guys that are just straight making music while they're stuck at home and just releasing out music. So much. You're giving us something to go on. Like, I appreciate it. And you know, I did see that my favorite musician, Mr. Phil Blante from All That Remains.
All That Remains.
Got his side project going on. So he got a side project going on, and I've been kind of checking out like everyone's little side project stuff that they got going, and it's been cool to see all this happening. And you know, my Spotify, you know, if you guys ever want to check it out, you know, it's
got to check that playlist out, because I need to be listening to it for sure.
I got you. I will send you the link, and I'll put it up on my Instagram too.
Facts.
You know, just check it out if anyone really wants to know what I listen to. Man, it's a mash of everything. I mean, like I said, I got AC/DC right now, and I swear there's everything on there. There's everything from Bush to
some Bush.
God, and you know, I think there's some Chingy on there.
Some Chingy. Oh, early 2000.
Got some rap on there. Like I got on there. Like I mean, you name it, it's probably on there. And you know, if everyone starts following it or whatever, I will do requests and throw, you know, a couple of tracks or whatever on. You know, for the first couple of people who follow, or for everyone that follows, I don't give a shit. I already got 40 hours worth of music on there. So, I mean,
I'll put it in the description. I'll continue.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then give me a shout out, and you know, if it goes with the flow, fuck it. We'll throw it on the playlist. You know, having a collab playlist. Fuck it.
Yes. Yo, dude, collab. Yo. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Shout out to Phil Labonte. Shout out to All That Remains, man. That used to hit hard back in the day, Richie. Ooh, they used to hit hard, bro.
I got to meet all of them several times, except for the new guitarist who, R.I.P. Ollie, who replaced Ollie, in the band, Jason Reeves Richardson. I haven't got to meet him yet. But I've got to meet all of them. I actually got their autographs on an old ass t-shirt that I used to wear all the time. You probably remember it. Like if I showed it to you, you'd probably be like, I remember that fucking shirt.
Yeah.
I got to autograph it down here at Scout Bar a couple years back. I'll post I'll have to post the pictures up on Instagram. Do a little throwback Thursday. But I got to meet all of them there. I got to meet them whenever we were living in Pittsburgh. Outside of what the hell's the name of that place that remember it was the under 21 club that was down in the Strip District, Club Zoo.
Club Zoo.
Hold
up. Club Zoo. Okay, not good, man. Club Zoo. That's gonna look so sick, bro. I ain't gonna. It's like a mini zoom in. I wish I can do that. But continue. Yes.
So it was outside of there. I don't think it was called Club Zoo anymore. I know that place changed names like 10 times.
Yes.
But for us, you know, 30-year-olds.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
we know it is Club Zoo.
Yep.
But it was outside of there. I got to meet them and Lacuna Coil. I got to meet a couple of
Lacuna Coil, and you had got that thing signed for me, bro.
Yeah.
I think you would. Yo.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I did. I got that set list signed for you.
Oh.
That was that same show. Holy shit.
That is, and then that's when I went to your apartment and we were chilling, and I remember sitting in your room, and I think that you were telling me about that. And then we went outside. It was super dark out, and that was when we were on was that the Midnight Road joint?
I was gonna say that whenever I was living in off of McKnight Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Bro, that's crazy. Continue. Like, I don't want to sidetrack you, bro, man. You good.
So much fun in that fucking apartment.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yes, bro. That was legit, bro. That was legit.
Mom, oh my God.
Those were the old days, bro.
Apartment. Yeah, it was my mom's apartment, and I basically ran that thing. Yeah, I had. Oh, I'm so sorry for everything that I did in that apartment, Mom. I'm so sorry.
Bro, you would come through and come scoot me, because this is before I even had a car. This is crazy. I've been into cars and stuff like that, and people don't know there was a time that I didn't have a car for a long time, a long time. But that's when you would come over and come scoot me, bro.
Dude, I would come scoot you in that fucking 91 Cutlass Sierra.
Okay, that's what it was, dude. It was the Cutlass Sierra. Bro, we did that jump at the beginning of this podcast. That's what I was saying. That was the jump. There was some kind of railroad jump. You were like, bro, send it. You looked at me. You're like, this is before send it was like sending it. You were like, bro, I'm going to do this. I'm like, all right, go ahead and do it. You're like, all right. And you just floor it. And I just go, whoa. And I think I hit my head off the top of the freaking car. I definitely remember. Well, I probably wouldn't remember because, anyway, I hit my head, but we landed. I was like, bro, that's how I knew this car life. Bro, this was what I was about, bro. So once again, that moment I think played a pivotal point in my life. So now bringing that up, thank you. Now back to you. Yes.
You remember getting pulled over in that fucking car? With
yeah, bro.
Ghillie suit in the fucking.
That was like Halloween or something, or it was a week of Halloween, and we were running around paintballing and tagging. Yo, we used to tag stuff. Oh my God, we used to, which I probably should be saying, but I don't care, bro.
But you remember the school that you and I paintballed?
Was that
with the ghillie suit? Whenever I jumped in the ghillie suit, and I was that was the middle school.
I'm not gonna say the name, but yes, that was a middle school.
Cannot say that.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I mean, statute of limitations. I don't think you can legally get in trouble.
Just to keep it cool and copacetic, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but yeah, it was cool. And for everyone that knows from Baldwin, they know the middle school.
Yeah.
But dude,
running across the streets, they're sitting in a tree with this ghillie sweating.
I was laying in the brush, and all I remember seeing is the spotlight up on top where there was that roundabout with a flagpole up on top.
Yeah.
And just this spotlight, and I just remember going, hi. And I just went like this and covered everything that I possibly could.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be seen. As soon as the cop car was gone, I hooked it across the street.
Yes. And we freaking booked it. And then no. So we waited to see if cars would come by. And I do remember us seeing some cop cars go by. And then I remember us running back to your car and then just dipping out. Just took the ghillie suit off, which I still have that ghillie suit, which is crazy because not a lot of people know about that ghillie suit. But there are. The rare people know about that, and shout out to you guys. But yes. All right.
Yes. I was one of you that was in that ghillie suit. That is.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Shout out to, hold up. Just real quick, shout out to Jeff McKay. But anyway, yes,
No, good.
yes,
But
yes.
yeah, no, man, that was
He knows exactly like what I'm talking about. Like if
yeah,
he hears it, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That's man, that's some crazy times.
mhm.
God, we graduated, you know,
Yeah.
shit, 10 years ago. Shit, our
Seems like it was yesterday, but it's forever ago.
that means wow, that means our friendship's actually almost 20 years old.
Dude, I feel like from like 8th grade. Yeah. That's like, what is that, like 24? 2004, 2005? Something
Yeah,
like that. Oh my God.
04, 05.
Oh
No,
my God.
that would have been because we graduated
In '09. Like
on
I know
the
that we graduated, but I'm thinking about
grade would have been whatever. I can't do math. I'm not in the right mindset.
no, man, like you're good. It's definitely been over a decade. I can definitely faithfully say that confidently 100% put that.
Maybe like 15, but
That's
yeah,
yes.
15 years.
Yes. Yes. That
Jesus.
sounds like a good like number.
That's
And dude, I didn't have a mustache. I didn't have muscles. I didn't go to the service. I wasn't like I barely even knew what wearing glasses felt like or any of that. That I will definitely faithfully say that's when like none of this was even like this
dude.
is so crazy.
I
So
mean,
crazy.
like, you know, I remember just like you guys came from because the school districts were north and south.
Yes.
And so we didn't meet each other until like before you even moved in, like
Yeah.
where you're at, we wouldn't have even met each other until at least 6th grade because the way that the school system's set up.
Oh yeah.
You
Okay.
remember? But
Okay.
um but I know we met like 8th grade, and I mean, man, that was
It like it connected, bro. We
yeah.
connected, dog.
And ever since then, like you were there, and it was like just around with you, and then like we all just kind of like developed this little clique, and everybody just ran in this
I
clique.
swear,
It was
bro.
like we
Yes, talk and speak on it, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to describe it, but I mean, like our clique was cool, but like we had like this big ass clique for everybody that we ran with, and
Yeah,
then you had like the North Baldwin kids and the South Baldwin kids each had their own shit,
yeah.
and
Facts, bro.
like it was wild the way that it was, but I mean
Yeah,
like that whole thing was just, and everybody got along so well, and you know I don't know what anybody's doing now. I don't really keep in contact with really
yeah,
anybody but you,
yeah.
but that's, I mean, man, those were the times, man. I remember walking to half of these places,
Absolutely. Before you had the whip, bro, the driver's license or the permit, my dude. Yes.
yeah, that was, I mean, man,
Ah, dude.
dude, that was the times, and then we graduated, and
It all changed, bro. It all changed.
yeah,
Swear to
we went
God, bro.
from we went from playing, Call of Duty,
Yeah,
together to, well, what the fuck are we doing?
yeah.
And
Oh my God.
we just
Yes.
kind of like we just
Yes.
chilled for like a summer and a half, and then I think
Yeah.
I started going back to trade school,
Yeah.
and I got caught up in the oil field, and then I think shortly thereafter you went into the service. I think after I started into the oil field,
Yeah.
and you were doing that for a while, and we weren't really
Yeah. Like it
connected,
was hard. Yeah. Yeah.
and then shit, we reconnected whenever you were moving from California
Yep.
or back to, I can't remember if you were to or from, but
Yeah.
we connected, had that awesome night, that you got to crash here and hang
Yeah.
out. Um,
Oh, wait. I do. No way.
yeah, you
Oh, no,
remember?
no, no. That's when I drove there. Are you
Yeah.
talking about like when I physically drove to your house?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, okay, yes. That was wild. Yo, and we went to the to that sushi bar.
Yep.
Um yeah, so okay, so a few years, so let me take it back. A few years after, so we graduated, we were chilling, we spent that summer and a half. I remember you had that orange car. You had that orange Kia joint. I think it was that car, right?
Yeah, I had a Kia Rio.
Kia Rio, dude, get the Kia Rio. And I was like, bro, I can't wait to get a car, man. Like, you just got like a new car. And I'm like, man, I can't wait for this. And huh?
Piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Freaking dude. Oh my God. And I just sat there and I was at this point where um I wanted to do something. And exactly what you said, you were like, okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing with ourselves? You know, what do we want to do? And just thinking back to it now, it's crazy because at that point, man, um, a few years after high school, I said, I got to get out of here, man. I'm tired of uh, you know, being here. Nothing's working out when I'm doing all the best that I can. And, you know, I didn't come from like a wealthy upbringing. So everything that like all these people had, I had to work for that. No one gave me that. So I didn't have a lot of things, and not being able to identify what my skills were, I was like, look, man, I gotta go. I gotta do. I gotta do something. A buddy of mine, I think right after that summer that we hung out, I was at the pool hall and I got a call. The pool hall on 51. If anybody like remembers those days, we had some good times there.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Next,
Go ahead.
next time we're both in town,
Yeah,
we're going to that spot and we're gonna fucking
just
read a little bit
yes,
of golden time.
yes,
I
yeah,
mean,
bro.
it'd be nice because nobody will fucking be there because nobody wants to go fucking shoot pool anymore.
Well, they don't
So
even have it, man. It's a
uh,
freaking
it's a dying art.
that's crazy, bro. Shout out to Shane Jackson. He got rid of it, and then a bunch of people, I think a couple owners, bought it, and I guess it's like some kind of store. If you want to go the next time that you come back, we could still just go to just reminisce anyway because 51 Wings is like right across from there. Shout out to 51 Wings because
Yeah,
51
yeah,
Wings is
yeah.
fire.
Yeah. We
Did
can
you
go.
know that though? Like, they had already changed it over, bro. That's a whole other freaking story to even get into the pool hall, man.
I know, like that's the thing. Like
That's
I
wild, bro.
haven't really like whenever I go back home, it's like I'm not there to really, revisit some of the spots, unfortunately. So I
Hmm.
know a lot of the shit's changed, and it's unfortunate. But I'm going back up there to be with my family.
Absolutely,
You know,
absolutely, and so
that's
am I.
priority number one.
Hmm.
Shout out to my dad and mom and everybody up there.
Yeah,
To the family,
yeah.
and hopefully they're listening. Love y'all, miss y'all.
God
Uh,
bless y'all.
Thank you.
Hmm.
And and I came from the same upbringing that you did.
Yes, yes, bro.
We had to struggle. We were grinding.
Yes,
We were,
yes.
you know, like there was no option. And
No other option.
thankfully for me, I got lucky in a sense, and figured out what I wanted to do, and I wanted to go in for mechanics, right?
Hmm.
And that's just something that runs and it may sound corny as shit, but it runs in my family. I mean, my grandfather was a bodyman. My dad is an insurance adjuster. I mean, so I knew I had the mechanical aptitude, so I went to school for that.
Hmm.
And now here it is years later, and I've been a lead, I've been a supervisor, I've managed
Yeah,
is
yeah.
and
Oh,
and now things are looking positive for the company that I'm at now. But it's crazy to think that, you know, two kids coming from the lower middle class
of Pittsburgh, by the way. Shout out to Pittsburgh.
yeah,
Oh,
you know, the lower middle class of Pittsburgh, which, you know, I'm sure there's people that are like, oh, well, that's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad, but the struggle behind it,
it's so unreal, dude.
you know, and we both had to grow up so fast. Like
Yes.
there
Yes.
was no option for us. Like I
Yeah.
remember being, you know, like 10 years old, and what, or maybe a little of an exaggeration, but I was young, and I'm with a push mower cutting the fucking lawn.
Yeah, bro. I had to
Uphill.
cut my it's uphill.
Like there is no downhill. It's
like,
just God. Man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, like aside from all of that, you know, like I was the only other one that was in my house. Like I was the other half of what I had to be for my dad. You know,
Yeah.
I had to help my dad as much as I could, and you had to help your family as much as you could, and you know that puts a lot on people. And
Absolutely.
that, you know, shout out to all the people that are listening to this that know what that struggle's like, that
Absolutely.
you have to grow up, whether it's you have to grow up to raise your siblings or whatever. You know, man, we know that shit's not easy, but shout out to you guys that have made it out and made something of it. And you know, just keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. That's the only option, you know.
The only way.
Unfortunately for us, you know, we're just about to be in our 30s, you know, which is awful for us because everyone that's younger than us, man, they have access to all this technology, and they can just, you know, do all this stupid
at a whim. Boom.
Boom. And they're just getting all this money. And the way we were brought up and taught was, no, motherfucker, work hard. You know, you work hard, you play hard, but you work harder than you play because nobody's just going to hand you shit.
Nope.
And then once we're like, you know, chugging along in the fucking workforce, then boom, all this shit changes and these kids are getting famous for, you know, doing next to nothing. Yep. And by no means am I hating on anybody that's doing this. Like,
make your money, boo boo. Yep.
Make your money. I am not. I'm not jealous that you were making that money. Well, a little jealous that you're making that money. You know, but good for you for making it, man. Like, congratulations. Yeah. I'm not mad at you for that. Like, you got it. You know, we're in that weird cross between of like, we know how to use all this shit, but we're also an older crowd. And let's be honest, older crowds, you know, unless you take care of yourself, nobody wants to look at old faces. They want to look at young teens and
absolutely
shit like that. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see old guys like us ranting about taxes and
taxes, dude. That stuff is so boring. Shout out to the taxes because if she wanted to throw out her handles, you can. If not, support the boy.
And for any bearded people that are listening,
the Beard Gang.
This is short. My last little thing.
He had the grizzly bear, bro.
We're doing a whole throwback on this. I promise you.
Oh my God.
I still got that picture from whenever the beard was super fucking Grizzly Adams.
Facts.
But
Facts.
if you need beard care, guys, seriously, thebeardstruggle.com. They are awesome for the beard care, and I'm just throwing this out there, guys. I'm not
do it one more time.
Beardstruggle.com.
Okay.
And you get 15% off with code FrothyMoose. So, ladies, if your man's trying to grow a beard, whatever,
keep doing that. Like, I'll be right back.
And you'll get 15% off your entire order every time you order. Hook it up, and that is all I got, Mr. Timmy B.
Welcome. This is your boy Kicking It With Timmy B. And this is my homie's lovely boutique that he did for me. Shout out to that homie Tom the Gore. You go to boutique.com. That's BATIKBOUTIQUE.com. or .net actually. Excuse me, at gmail.net or gmail.com. You can, I'm going to put it in the description. I did have the card. I don't know like what I did with it. Anyway, if you guys want cool stuff like this or your own image, this is my logo. You will go there. And once again, I'll put it here and somewhere in the text, but I put it right there. Boom. And if you guys are Advent Gym users and you'd like to eat really good, like your greens or anything like that, and you don't get enough of those, and you're kind of lazy like me and can't cook all the time, you can go to phoenixfit.com and get your own super greens, pre-workout, creatine, swag gear to wear at the gym. You go to phoenixfit.com for all your supplement needs, and you can use the promo code, which I'll put right there. It's KIWTB, and you get 15% off your order by using the promo code KIWTB. Okay. Now, here's my last thing. I know it's summer. It's about to end, but you're going to need some swimming trunks, and you're going to need some bathing suits. I'm telling you, ladies, you're going to need some, and these are nice and stylish. Check this out. I've actually never done this. This is my first promo of brandyjstore.com and of their lovely swim trunks. Now, first of all, when I'm going to do this, I'm going to recommend you do some legs, because you're going to wear these. You got to have the legs for them. You can't be wearing these. Hey, you do what you want, but I'm just looking out for you folks. Yeah, you got to have the legs for it. So get them legs in. You can go to brandyjstore.com. That's BRANDYJSTORE.com. And you can use the promo code KickingItWithTimmyB, all in one word, and you can get your own pair of swimming trunks. And I don't have the bathing suits because I don't wear bathing suits, or excuse me, bikinis. I don't have the bikinis on there, but they look really well. I'll try to add that in there. Beyond that, that is promos with Timmy B.